My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is November 7th, 2023. It is 4:08 a.m. Whatever video that I recorded yesterday afternoon, like around 4-5 o'clock like that, I just finished edited and I'm up and I have energy. The house is quiet, so I quickly made a new list. Instead of, I should have been focusing on some videos that a list of videos that I've already made regarding the Middle East I should be covering. I'm still not in the mood to cover them because these things are very sad to talk about, and I'm not in the mood to talk about sad things. So there are some things that's going on with the Sussexes. I have no idea how it came about, but there were a lot of tweets referring to the Sussexes and Charles and all of that. So I quickly put a list together and add some other things with it. So I have about 15 tweets. There's 9 down here and 6 of them up here regarding Charles and Harry. Okay, so let's get started. First, let me copy this and move this out of the way. First, let's go over this because these numbers are ridiculous. My subscription is going up. 3,443 subscribers. New subscribers, welcome. My estimate revenue, $301.70. Question mark there. And there's my analytic. Same thing, $301.70. My views in the last 48 hours, 2,737 views. And there's my subscription. Okay, so let's go on Twitter. And I believe this is the first tweet. Okay, so let's get started. Well done, Harry. Your pathetic father wanted to use you to justify the release of the photo with only the Aryans, but as you deny receiving an invitation, he's gonna have to take it alone, this racist royal family, and I like it for him. Alright, so let's see this one here. That's the first time I'm reading it, but once I read the captions of the tweet, it made me decide or determine whether or not I should share them with you. And then from that point on, I stopped reading if there's screenshot like this. So when I'm recording, you could hear my honest opinion. Some of you may not like my opinion, but let's get started. Prince Harry has no contact regarding an invitation to King Charles' 75th birthday, spokesperson exclusive. A spokesperson for Prince Harry tells The Messenger that reports he declined an invitation for King Charles' upcoming birthday party are incorrect. King Charles is celebrating his upcoming 75th birthday with a party filled with family and friends, and report states that Prince Harry will not be in attendance despite being invited. However, the Duke of Sussex spokesperson said those stories are inaccurate and disappointing. The thing with the institution is that they put everybody, alright, the family members in their place. They control everything. Whatever they say, just shut your mouth. But now Harry is on the outside, and then knowing what we know now with the police being found guilty, that's not my last video, the video prior to that, and so many other things. So Harry could pretty much respond for himself and said, what are they talking about? They didn't invite me. They didn't send anything. All right. So Charles was trying to look good. Okay. That's the thing here. This is all what they all about. Perception. They create a facade of things. You know, it's like a movie. They create something and make you believe of something about them. Okay. They're painting a picture of themselves. So here, but who's getting the end of that particular picture that they're trying to create? Harry. All right, to make Harry look bad. So Harry's saying, I didn't get anything from these people, so I don't know what they're talking about. All right, So let's continue reading. Okay, spokesperson said those stories are inaccurate and disappointing. Quote, in response to UK media headlines, there has been no contact regarding an invitation to His Majesty's upcoming birthday. End quote. The spokesperson tells the Messenger, it is disappointing the Sunday Times has misreported this story. While the Sunday Times reported that Prince Harry was invited and turned down an invitation to the Clarence House event on November 14, a source with knowledge of the situation clarified to the Messenger that the palace had never reached out. When reached by the Messenger, a spokesperson for Buckingham Palace declined to comment. Alright? I felt that I read this on another video. So there's the clap here. So Harry quickly shut it down and said, don't get me involved with this mess. Alright, so there's only one comment here and 11 retweet. Okay, I'm also shamed on the at Sunday Times UK and other so-called newspapers for putting those lies out there. Toxic British media. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. Making reference to that as well. Same topic. When I say this man is trash, I mean in every sense, and I believe everything Diana ever said about this man. King Charles the Cruel fits his entire aura about him. After all these years, he still has that sad puppy dog face. If only his parents actually parented, maybe he have become something worthy of leading a country. I think, in my humble opinion, his father, Prince Philip, I think he was trying, but you know, the machine, you know, they cut his wing. They made him bow down, even though Prince Philip was more, when you look in terms of those titles, those nonsense that those people take dearly to them, Prince Philip was actually more higher than the Queen. He was gonna, if things were to work out, he would have been a king of two countries. I forgot which two countries. Greece is one, and I believe I forgot the other country. Greece is one, but they ran his family out of there. But yeah. So once he married the Queen, they pretty much cut his wing. They used his vulnerability against him. All right, to submit to the Queen and stuff like that. That's the way I say it. Okay, that's not the correct term, but that's the way that I see it. All right, so let's continue. This, well, in other words, the reason I bring Prince Philip here, but I think he was trying to make Charles somewhat tougher. But I believe men in grey suit decided to take over of how Charles should be and things like that. And then when you look at the ripple effect, the domino effect, look at his son, which is William. All right, thank God they didn't get their hands on Harry because they didn't really care too much about Harry. And I have to thank God for that, because these people are evil. So whatever Princess Diana had imprinted in Harry remained, even though he went to some turbulence and, you know, bumpy road and all of that. He went back to Princess Diana's principles. All right, so let's continue. This is what he said about them when he wrote his own book. Okay, Lonely Prince, how Charles felt the Queen was a cold and distant mother, but she didn't want to burden him with duties as a boy. That was back in 2019. Oh my God. Okay, he would have aged better had he had a loyal, true, loving husband to her, but no, he just had to indulge his equestrian pursuit. I don't even want to click on that. Oh my Lord. Okay, my fondest birthday wish for him is that he received tenfold everything he's wished for Diana, Harry, Meghan, and the kids. I'm just saying he's a baggage for God. Okay, I'm sure Diana didn't tell everything. She must have had hidden something. I've followed the royal family for many, many years and always found him to be thoroughly selfish, entitled, and unlikable. Modern day actions have done nothing to dispel my opinion. Karma is coming, slow and steady. I mean, we are at a crossroad here. Not just when I say crossroad, when I say we, the entire world. Okay, we are at a crossroad, especially the U.S. Like I've said regarding the 2020 election, gave us a breather. We get to see democracy hold on a string, but the rest of the world is on board to whatever evil has in store. Okay, they're waiting for the US, because with the US capabilities to do more to help them with their evilness. They're just waiting for it. And look what's happening in the Middle East. All right, some videos that I'm seeing, and they're showing some Israel, some pictures of what's happening in the Middle East with kids, babies, and all of that. They're okay with it. There's some people, their mind are completely clouded with evilness. They all are baggage for God, because the kind of God that they claim they are pursuing or they worship, it's not the same gods that I'm aware of. Alright, so I'm giving that to God. I can show this thing. Alright, so they're waiting for the US. Why did I bring this? I lost chain of thought. So let's move on. If I remember, I'll come back to it. I honestly believe his mom was disappointed in him, elevated by his involvement with Camilla, though not to suggest she had any warm fuzzy for Diana, because the monarchy can be for anyone and anything. Imagine who he'd be where he shown love and affection. No worry on that score for Archie and Lily. Okay, King Charles III, what a waste of space. Pathetic clown. Amen, sister. Revived Charles the Lion King. That's a good one. The Lion King. That's a good one. It took me a second to plug everything together. The Lion King. Next tweet. I mean, these things will fly by before, but with the squad, all right, call them out instantly, so they have no choice. I mean, they have choice. They have choice to just not start shit. But for some reason, because this is in their nature, you know, they think of something without thinking of the consequences, the ripple effect. Once they make a decision, what is the ripple effect of that first decision? They don't think about that. They just think of, this is perfect, this is good, it's gonna make me look good, it's gonna make Harry look bad. But they don't think of the consequences. If this happen, what will happen? What will this mean about me? If this, they don't think about the if afterward. They just do. All right. But this type of mentality would have worked back in Diana's day, because there was no pushback by anybody. They just take it and move on.
Do you really believe that a campaign was being waged against you?
Yes, I did. Absolutely. Yeah.
Why?
I was a separated wife of the Prince of Wales. I was a problem, full stop. Never happened before. What do we do with her?
Can't we pack her off to somewhere quietly rather than campaign against her?
She won't go quietly. That's the problem. I'll fight till the end.
Next tweet. Charles hasn't forgiven Prince Harry. There's the rolling eye, while it is Harry that needs to be forgive him. Harry snubbed Charles' olive branch, but they just vote that Charles hasn't forgiven Harry. They are still trying to paint the unpopular, jealous King Charles. Yeah, that's the thing, the facade they're trying to do, but it's not working. Charles hasn't forgiven Harry, and they're not spoken in years, claim sources. There's that. Prince Harry snubbed latest olive branch from King Charles amid bitter feud. The squad were talking about this, and I was like, that olive tree, the branches are empty. Poll, should Prince Harry return to the UK for King Charles' 75th birthday celebration? Why should he? Look at all those police officers that's being found guilty for racist stuff and all of that. And then if Harry's coming, he needs to give 28 days notice. Who knows what they have in plan, in store for them. All right. If something happened to Harry and then all of a sudden you're gonna see Charles pretending to care, you know, shows the sad face and all of that, and then people be like, oh, look at him worrying about his son. But when the son is alive, he doesn't give a shit. Baggage for God. Let's continue. That sold his son to the media as Murdoch as a victim, like he don't know the truth, using Prince Harry to promote the unpopular King Charles' birthday, like it's gonna make help. Like it's gonna make help. Okay, nobody gives a F about Charles' birthday. They even create a poll. Yes, they did. I just read that. Using Prince Harry to promote the unpopular King Charles' birthday, like it's gonna help. Absolutely. Okay, what sources? Harry and Meghan spoke for themselves. Alright, so that's in French. Let's go to the next tweet. What? Oh my God. These people cannot come straightforward with whatever it is that they have in mind. Instead, they go around the bush, do some stupid thing. I don't even know why. I mean, it's more work to do the pretending thing than just to come out and say it forward and then deal with the consequences later. Because when you lie, you still deal with the consequences. Why not just tell the truth? Oh my Lord. Oh, don't start any nonsense. Next tweet. So King Charles lied. Dang, Charles, why bother lying when Prince Harry is free now to speak for himself? That's what I'm saying. Alright, so there's the headline again. Prince Harry has had no contact regarding an invitation to King Charles' 75th birthday, spokesperson exclusive. Alright, so that was yesterday, 11/6/23. Alright, so I read that already. I thought he said King Charles died. And I was so excited. Oh my God. There's the crying here. They can't seem to wrap their heads around the fact that Harry has been freed and that institution has no power beyond his shores. It's really pathetic. And this is why they're really rooting for Trump to get back in office. For so many other reasons. God is good. We will prevail. When it comes to these provable lies, they are as reliable as a clock lies, then denials, then more lies to cover up the first lies. We then hear from the production company. We did hear from a production company, but then know who it was. I'm telling you, it's more work. I don't know how they put up with this. And they've been doing this for a very long time. It's unhealthy. Okay, Harry will always set the record straight. The toxic British media really should stop printing lies when it comes to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. The Sussexes will speak up for themselves. They don't have to protect the royal family image. Charles is looking for sympathy. Yeah, that was the whole premises of this. I really don't know why they do that. So and the thing is that when they start their lies, when they want the world to know, they make it known. And then when there's a pushback regarding their nonsense, now how are you gonna erase that from people's mind? Okay, so there's one of their nonsense. I guess that's from Australia. Prince Harry turns down King Charles' latest olive branch invitation. You see, this is the headlines that they were putting out there to make Harry look bad. Alright, Prince Harry has reportedly rejected an invitation to spend time with his estranged family as his father intimate 75th birthday party. Why would you want to be in this circle? I won't even be able to eat over there because I don't trust the food over there. I'm talking as if I'm Harry. Alright, so Prince Harry has reportedly turned down an offer to celebrate his father's birthday next week with close family and friends following an increasingly turbulent period in their relationship. According to the Sunday Times, the Duke of Sussex, 39, received an invitation to join in the low-key festivities at Clarence House for King Charles' landmark 75th birthday, but had no plans to attend. Alright, so making him look bad. So Charles will look good. Look, I invite my son. He decided not to come. And then you be like, oh, for your birthday. You know, things like that can be done through, FaceTime. There's another headline. Harry won't attend King Charles' 75th birthday. Duke of Sussex turns down invite and latest snub amid claims pair don't speak much after Prince painted Queen Camilla as a villain in his book. You see, they're bringing these things back again to make Harry look bad. Alright, when was that? That's the November 5th, 2 days ago. Alright, this year, 2023. And they updated on the 6th yesterday. They keep on updating based on what is being said on social media. Alright, Prince Harry was today accused of turning down an invitation to his father, King Charles' landmark 75th birthday party. The monarch is due to hold celebration at Clarence House in London a week on Tuesday to mark the significant milestone. But while his closest family and friends are set to attend the event, one face is understood to be unable to make the date. Insiders said that while the Duke of Sussex had been invited to the soiree, he will not be attending on November 14. It is in stark contrast to the King's last major birthday 5 years ago. Then Harry and Meghan chose to delay their honeymoon to attend a garden party in honor of his 70th. This is the second time Harry has apparently turned down the chance to spend time with his father. Alright, so there's that. Painting Harry the bad guy. Alright, look at this. I'm glad they put this part here where Harry withheld his honeymoon. Okay, that was supposed to be his day, but instead he held it to go to his father's birthday party. So when things were in good term, he'll make the time. But remember, there was no invite, by the way. That was just a lie to make Harry look bad. Alright, so there's another headline from LBC. Prince Harry snub invite to King's 75th birthday as Charles heartbroken. You see, that's the words to make you feel bad for Charles. Heartbroken, they haven't been able to solve issues. Prince Harry has reportedly turned down an invite to King Charles' 75th birthday party just 2 months after rejecting an invite to Balmoral on the anniversary of the Queen's death. Meanwhile, remember, Harry did his own thing before he went to the Invictus in Germany. He stopped by at the church. Alright, so let's not forget that. He did this on his own. Prince Harry has not received invite, so that's the People magazine thing. Prince Harry has not received invite to that King Charles 75th birthday party despite reports he declined. The Duke of Sussex spokesperson said it was disappointing that the Sunday Times misreported the story. Alright, so now he's, standing for himself. They make him look bad around the world. Okay, this is what I mean when the firm wants to make noise, they stand on the rooftop. This is an example of the rooftop, what I mean. To let the world know what they want you to know. Meanwhile, it's a full lie. But this, where Harry is responding, you're not gonna hear all the other papers who were writing the lies mention this part here where Harry's spokesperson said he was never been invited. Okay, you're not gonna hear that. Prince Harry's spokesperson is setting the record straight about his attendance at King Charles' upcoming birthday party. The Sunday Times reported over the weekend that King Charles will celebrate his 75th birthday next week at Clarence House, but his younger son will not make the trip from California, where he is relocated in 2020 with his wife Meghan Markle and their family. However, a spokesperson for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex tell people, quote, in response to UK media headlines, there has been no contact regarding an invitation to His Majesty's upcoming birthday. It is disappointing. The Sunday Times has misreported this story. The statement was first reported by the Messenger. Alright, so that's that. Let's see some of the comments here. Okay, they need to keep his name out of their mouth. That's for sure. Charles the Cruel is caught lying yet again. They just can't help test good King Harry. You think his 75th birthday will cause him to self-reflect and repent, but he's too far gone beyond evil. Yep. They never learn all his life and he never got better at this. This is why I call him Chuckles. Okay, that family. I like the fact that he correct the truth in People magazine because it has more reach. That's another thing too. I'm glad she said that because like I was saying, in the rooftop, all the other papers saying all the lies, but when it's time to correct it, they don't even bother. So People magazine, yes, have more reach, even though the other ones then correct the lies. At least some people will see the People magazine. Alright, so that's an ad. Let's read what's there and then that's it. Okay, I'm reading bottom up. It will be a dreadful, dull affair. The biggest perk that Harry has since he left life as a royal is that he isn't required to go. Okay, on Australian radio today, they are going about how Charles has snubbed Harry and Meghan. So easy to change the narrative. Shaking my head. I knew it was a load of puppy tots. Old habits. Yep, that's definitely a whole habit. And they haven't learned. Okay, that video that I have, I believe is on PYTE, where they're talking about when black people starting to, get back on their feet and all of that. And to prevent them from moving forward, they go on the papers to mess up people's perception about black people. So these are the habit that they have. But thank God for social media and many other platforms to help debunk their nonsense. Okay, when it was just papers, magazine, this is all you have, you will never get the truth so quickly to the bottom of it. Old habits, as if Harry wants to go to that funky ass party. Okay, lying is their religion. Yep. Okay, the ugly unroyal cult that is. No one believe British gutter press. The headlines aren't real news. Okay, a liar and a cheat. Some things never change. Alright, so that's that. let's go to the next tweet. Hold on. Damn, I was talking, but I didn't start recording. Alright, so let's start this over. I don't know where I stopped. I didn't record. Okay, unless you see a quote from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's spokesperson, it's the usual speculation BS from the toxic British media. Thankfully, the people posted the truth. Shame on the Sunday Times. And I think People magazine said it was first reported from the Messenger. I don't know what kind of article is that. Okay, I hope we see more of Harry calling out the lies. Only then it might stop in 2024, knowing he will call out the lies. But then again, if he keeps on calling them out, you know, they want stories, so they're gonna keep on writing nonsense and hoping for Harry to come and tell the truth. Sometimes he just need to avoid some of them. But this one, he needed to respond because they were painting him. The headline was painting him as a bad person, a bad son, this kind of thing, when there was no invite. Okay, I do too. If he calls out every single journalist that pens a BS article about Harry and Meghan, I'll be happy. In a way, yes, but it has to be very meaningful kind of thing, because they could make up anything and hoping that Harry will respond and then create another article about that. All right, you can't shame any Rupert Murdoch on news organization. That's like trying to shame Trump. That's a ad. Okay, that's so sad. Prince Harry says the media is desperately trying to control the narrative after his step back from the royal family. All right, why do royal family tell lies? The people, there's the laugh. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. Okay, so there's that again. Okay, the ratios just keep on happening. There's the laugh. So GB News is in it too. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry set to spend Christmas away from the UK after turning down King's invitation. The nonsense. Alright, so there was no invitation. I mean, I talk about those holidays. I just don't see how you could enjoy any kind of festive moment over there. You have kids running around with suit and tie. You know, moment like this when you're around your family. You know, you wear comfortable clothes, you know, respectable clothes, but yet you are comfortable. But these people, suit and tie, and then you have to be in a specific way. It's uncomfortable. And then not only that, especially for Meghan, knowing what we know now, and these people don't like her. How the hell is she gonna enjoy herself? How is she? I swear, every plate that they put in front of me, I'll switch it with somebody. I'll be like, I don't trust this food. Nah, it's not comfortable. Especially around this time, the holidays coming, people are in a festive mood. Who wants to be in a situation like, it's like freaking prison over there. Alright, so there was no invitation. This is a lie that they're spreading. Every newspapers they have, you know, spread the lies. Okay, they're never tired. Okay, it seems like they are just writing whatever in the hopes it will click. I clicked on one tabloid and there were more Harry and Meghan stories than any other topic. They left 4 years ago. I don't even click on it. If the squad don't put screenshot, I don't share them with you. And that's why I was like, I don't know where this come from. The topic of King Charles all of a sudden. Okay, there was no invitation. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. Okay, I think this is the last one regarding Charles' invitation. So we go into more specific of the Sussexes kind of thing. Alright, so there's the squad talking about Spare. Okay, I was rereading Spare by Prince Harry. Let's pause this. And found out some new tidbits that are remarkably intriguing. Not Meghan out there ruining her credits to refurbishing the Kensington Palace light fixtures and insulation problems with her own money. What the actual F? Abolish the monarchy. And then they switch that into saying she's a, you know, whatever name they're calling, as if she's taking advantage of the institution. And the other thing we have to keep in mind, remember, the Queen gave the house to them, Fragmore, so they thought it was theirs. When something is yours, you tend to do things like that. You spend your money to make it look the way you want it to look. Okay, so she probably thought it was hers, not knowing Charles was gonna do that, take it away from them, and do all of these nonsense, pay some sort of a rent and all of this. So all these are baggage for God. So yeah, she thought it was theirs. So I think I sort of understand why she was spending her own money instead of, you know, the establishment. they all are baggage for God. These people are pure evil. When they see something that will be more likable, will make people think positive of Meghan and Harry, Meghan in particular, they make sure to put a smear in it to make her look bad. So let's read this here. Meanwhile, in the midst of all this, Meghan managed to remain calm despite what certain people were saying about her. I never heard her speak a bad word about anybody or to anybody. On the contrary, I watched her redoubled her effort to reach out to spread kindness. The institution, they're not about kindness. Even Princess Diana, when she said, I was there to do good, I'm not there to hurt anybody.
Because I do things differently. Because I don't go by a rule book. Because I lead from the heart, not the head. And albeit that's got me into trouble in my work, I understand that. But someone's got to go out there and love people and show it.
And do you think that because of the way you behave, that's precluded you effectively from becoming queen?
Yes, well, not precluded me, I wouldn't say that. I just don't think I have as many supporters in that environment than I did. Yeah.
You mean within the royal household?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They see me as a threat of some kind. And I'm here to do good. I'm not a destructive person.
Look what they did to her. These people are evil. When the first time I ever said this salty island is where evil originated, every time, moving forward from that point on, every action that they do, it keeps on proving me right. Okay, we need to keep on praying for the Sussexes. Okay, she sent out handwritten thank you notes, check on staff who were ill, sent baskets of food or flowers or goodies to anyone struggling, depressed or sick. The office was often dark and cold, so she warmed it up with her new lamps and space heaters. Wow. All bought with her personal credit card. She bought pizza and biscuit, hosted tea parties and ice cream socials. She shared all the freebies she received, clothes and perfume and makeups with all the women in the office. But I'm telling you, these people, they don't know kindness. They do not know kindness. All right, so there's another tweet she retweeted here. Inspired by Prince Harry, he shared that Charles didn't want to pay for Meghan's food and clothing as a working royal because apparently they do not have money to spare. There's that. And we found receipt to confirm this revelation. Watch this thread. How long is this thread? I didn't expect this to be long. Let's see here. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna go over all of this. This will have to be a special time. Okay, let me just listen to that video. All right, let's bookmark it though and retweet it so it could be on all of my thing here. All right, so I read this. This is 50 seconds.
And this relationship with
is gonna be screenshot in it. Okay, let's listen.
As his relationship with Meghan got more serious and dominated headlines, Harry believed his father and Camilla got jealous. I was surprised when I read that you're in the car with your father and your brother. Kind of casually brings up Meghan, and then casually drops in that he doesn't have enough, he wouldn't be able to support you both. How did that make you feel? Where did that come from?
It's a funny one within the family, right? My father was ultimately responsible for both me and my brother and, our partners and our family.
This is what I look at this, and I don't know when I said it, if it's before Spare or after Spare. When I was saying how the Queen take care of her children, there's another example of this here. Okay, each of families, let's say Charles, Anne, Andrew, and Edward, each one of them, the Queen take care of them. Now, after that, each of them take care of their own family. The Queen have nothing to do with it. Maybe every month there's an allowance the Queen give to each of her kids. I'm just saying, okay? The Queen is dead. Remember that. All right? The Queen will give each one of the... Well, Charles has the Duchy of Cornwall. So the Queen doesn't take care of Charles. Charles take care of himself because he's the heir and he has the... Duchy of Cornwall. Back then, okay? When the Queen was alive. So Charles will give his kids, Harry and the other brother, their allowance monthly or whichever they do, and then from that point on, Harry and the other brother will take care of their respective family. Okay, that goes for each one of them. So that's the branch of things for me. And there's Harry explaining it here. All right, so I'm moving it back slightly.
Ultimately responsible for both me and my brother and, you know, our partners and our families. So it did seem a little bit strange that somehow the rules were being changed, or that I was being guided on a very different path, or at least my partner was being guided on a very different path, should we end up getting married.
As his relationship with Meghan got more serious and dominated headlines, Harry believed his father and Camilla got jealous. I was surprised when
It's the jealous that's really killing these people. All right, it's playing over. All right, so there's some receipts the squad have. Maybe one day I'll come and review this, but I will be drift off a little bit. It's already 4:40. All right, so that's that. I think her credit card is okay. It was likely her credit that allowed them to buy their house, since Harry didn't have a credit history. I even talk about this in one video, and I was like, when they were buying the house, they probably bought it, and even though they probably had the money to pay it all off and focus on different things, but because Harry didn't have credit history, okay, so they probably bought it in credit, so Harry could build up his credit. I said this a very long time ago. I talk about so many things, and I had the squad come after me saying, they're going through so much, don't stop digging up that thing. But I don't know if this is the things the royal rights are raising, and then my mind wants to go deeper into that, so it's best to cover those things. I got bashed for it, especially with the citizenship thing here. It's on PYTE. Let's continue. People thought we were lying. That's V. And they have the colossal nerve to call this generous self-made millionaire a gold digger. The royal family is still making money off displaying Meghan's wedding dress, which she paid for. I don't know. Is she gonna get this back? Let's see here. Okay, I can see this. Come on, go back. What the hell? All right. So I came from here. She was so nice with them, but they betray her with the false claim leaks to one of the royal rats that she was a bully. I remember the story about buying the gods outside hand warmers, and what gets to me, none of these staff spoke up for her, even if not personally, via a family member or friend could have helped, as KP staff great talk via media. They all are baggage for God. Okay, yes, that's just like the beautiful caring person. She is love you both. She is love you both, and that's the woman they tried to gaslight the world into thinking she was a bully. A liar who tried to assassinate your reputation is very capable of taking your life. Hate is a very ugly trait in a person. Okay, I never believed the bullying story because if this was true, there would have been either stories leaked to the press from previous things she worked on, as Sam, okay, some misspell here, as Sam will have been like that there as well, and there was nothing. You see, they did the investigation. Once they come with the result, you know, they bury it. They didn't even bother making it public. Next tweet. Okay, so there's this here. Whenever I see clown, roach, snake talk about Harry looks so miserable, have they forgotten the life he left behind? There's pointing down here. Harry wanted to live 15 years before Meghan came along. Now he lives in a mansion and not a little cottage. There's that here. Hole in his shoes, living. To tell you the truth, for I guess regular people like me, and probably some of you, this is okay, but for a prince, and then for them his father to treat him like this, it's unacceptable. I think this was very cozy, and I think they find the best out of it, and then they settle and they try to make the best out of it. But Charles was mean, and the queen and they all are a mess. I hope God is dealing with the queen the best way God knows how, wherever she's at right now. There's this here, to walk behind. That's all they want him to do. Can you imagine this? They just want him to do this because they have no personality of themselves. Whenever they speak, nobody knows who they are. But if Harry's there, all right, so they get all the people come out, cheers and all that, and the nonsense that goes in these people's head is unbelievable. Okay, Harry often told me he just wanted to walk away from it all. Rebecca English has accompanied the prince around the world for 15 years. What is it? Isn't that, no, that's Katie. Never mind. Now she gives an insight into his generosity, warmth, and the day she saw his personality change. That was back in 2020. Let's read some of the comments. How much? Okay, so there's not that much. That's an ad. Bottom up. Okay, exactly. The picture of Harry walking behind Kate and William always make me sad. They wanted Harry to sacrifice his whole life for William. Without your own child and wife, this picture is not just any picture. This picture shows how the royal family saw the future. Luckily, it didn't come to that. Yeah, my goodness. Okay, just ignore their projection and lies. It's ironic how they never comment about how miserable wink William and Kate look whenever they out together. That is when their staff doesn't remind them to behave like they are a happy couple. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. Okay, so there's this here. Harry and Meghan set the standard. All others just stalk and imitate. But then again, most others in the House of Windsor cannot do this. Kiss in public. That was it. There's no more comment. Okay, the bliss. What? Yeah, got right now, run alone, fool, get yourself a life. Okay, I don't know. Whatever. All right, next tweet. Maybe I black. Well, they said one comment, so that was that one. Next tweet. So there's this here. Let's pause this GIF. Harry and Meghan, anytime now see Harry, Meghan name trending on Twitter or GMB, degrading the couple on the show, talking about them taking a private plane to a concert, but we see pictures of royals flying up and down the UK and their own plane like it's a bus. Lorraine. Double standard. Alright. Or using a helicopter like a Uber. GMB must think the viewers are stupid. We see the coordinate attack on Harry, Meghan, and they're doing on the behalf of the royals after reading the byline times. Well, let's just say they just have to keep on going at it. Keep on repeating. I don't know. They will catch somebody. They'll catch a sucker in their lies. Next tweet. Let's pause. Come on. All right. Quote, I knew her straight away and she knew me, the true me. It might seem rash, I thought. It might seem illogical, but it's true. For the first time, in fact, I felt myself to be living in truth. I'm telling you, living in truth is so easy. There's no, if you're doing your thing, you don't disrespect anybody, you stay within your truth, there's nothing to worry about. It's the much easiest. But the other ones, I don't know. They go out of their way to lie. Okay, it's 59 seconds. I believe there's a music in it, and I probably will put my own music behind it.
What is this? What's the word? Is it the one? Have I found her? At long, long last? I'd always told myself that there were firm rules about relationships, at least when it came to royalty. And the main one was that you absolutely must date a woman for 3 years before taking the plunge. How else could you know about her? How else could she know about you?
I wonder who told him he had to wait 3 years to date someone before proposing. Well, this one didn't take too long.
And your royal life. How else could both of you be sure that this was what you wanted? That it was a thing you could endure together? It wasn't for everybody. But Meg seemed the shining exception to this rule. All rules. I knew her straight away, and she knew me, the true me. Might seem rash, I thought, might seem illogical, but it's true. For the first time, in fact, I felt myself to be living in truth.
Alright, so there's a music behind it. I'm sorry, it's gonna sound a bit disturbed. I'm gonna try to put my own music to make it so I don't get copyright for the music. Alright, credit Sussex family. Alright, so she's the one who did this video, so they're giving credit to her. Okay, yes, Harry knew earlier on that she was the one. There's a loving eye, and she was worth the wait. Okay, so that's an ad. His voice though, there's this happened to me too, and we are still together, known each other 50 years. Okay, a match made in heaven. Absolutely, there's that. When you know, you can feel it deep down. It's a wonderful feeling. There's that. Okay, next tweet. All right, so there's this here. Is there an update about how she is doing? Okay, so they are on IG. Okay, that's fantastic, awesome, especially when all the crap schools are coming up with these days about hair. I'm telling you, I was thinking about it as I was reading this. It's unbelievable. Let's continue. Next tweet. I hope young people are seeing what's going on so they don't fall into the trap of those old people. Next tweet. When Prince Harry wears his military medals inside Montecito home as he jokes about never getting scrutinized and having a Ricky's healer, the Duke of Sussex showed off his sense of humor as he made fun of himself for an important cause. Before I started this video, I was looking for Hello Magazine to see if they talk about this. I didn't see it, or maybe I didn't look deep enough.
Good evening, everyone, and hello, New York. Obviously, I was deeply honoured when Bob asked me to debut my stand-up act with you all tonight. I was so relieved to be invited back, but then I started to question whether his invite for me to actually do stand-up was in fact his idea of a joke. Either way, due to the shockingly low representation of gingers last year, and out of respect for my fellow endangered species, here I am, reporting for duty. Good evening, everyone, and hello, New York.
Service is universal. All right, so that's it. Let's go to the next tweet. All right, so I'm almost done. I have 2 tweets left. These are 2 funny tweets. Okay, it's about animals. There's that. Let's pause. Okay, inside fetch, still a no from Francis. LOL, the way she made sure to glare at Miss Nero, the cat. Is it the cat or the dog? What is that? Before turning back to the living room. There's a laugh. I'm telling you, people be having fun with their animals. All right, let's listen. Oops. Looking at them. Oh my God. The cats have no chance. Oh, so there's more here. 17 seconds. Francis doesn't stand for fetch being played in her house without her. All right, 17 seconds. He's gonna grab it from them, poor thing. Oh, I have a desk like this. I bought it from IKEA, the 3 drawer. There's 3 drawers. I bought the 3 drawers right now. Oh my God, it fits perfectly in all the apartments that I live in. Right now it's somewhat close to the kitchen. What it meant to be used, we never use it since the pandemic, because during the pandemic the kids have to do homeschooling, right? So online schooling. So in the living room, my youngest, it is using the computer, and then in the bedroom of the kids is my oldest. So to separate them, I wanted my youngest to be out there so I could see what he's doing. So that computer is still there, and I don't like to use it. But anyway, so I have one like this.
Frank.
Took the ball from them.
You gotta let them play with that, man.
Oh my God, I'm playing it over. There's the cat. Nope, the dog went and get it. The cat went away.
Frank.
Yeah, he knows.
Them play with that, man.
I responded to that. There's this here. Our kittens love to play fetch. There's the laugh. Their favorite is with the dryer ball. Okay, so there's me, LOL. Too slow. Better luck next time, and the next, and the next. That's for the cats. All right, so let's go to the next tweet, and that's about animals, and then that'll be it. Okay, so oh my God, this one was so funny. When your kitten grows up with dogs, there's the laugh. Sound on. All right, so let's listen. Wait for it. There it is. Oh my God, trying to bark. Oh my Lord. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so let's do a prayer. Prayer for what? On my last video, I was talking about Sweetie Pie. I can't remember her name. Prayer for, I said something about the young people to see the truth. What can I say about that? I don't want to let the blind see. Let's say pray for the youth. That's it. Pray for the youth. Because the future is for them, but if the olds are blinding them with evilness, I don't know. The future will not be so bright. So we need them to see the truth. Okay, for the youth. We offer you, loving God, the gifts and needs of youth. Bless them with your guiding grace as they face the challenges and opportunities in their lives. Touch their hearts with the gentleness of your love, that they may know they are valued and valuable beings. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. I'm looking at this. Look at the beginning of this video. I think it was $301 or something. Now it's back to $288. Okay, I'm telling you, this is unbelievable. Like I said, please do not. I see some people keeps on doing supers on my channel. I don't trust the numbers. I don't see the numbers. Okay, I do not see the numbers. Do not donate to me through YouTube. I have PayPal, I have Cash App, and I have Patreon. This is another form of support. I rather go somewhere outside of YouTube because those numbers don't match at all. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for your support.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.